Good morning. Well, if we're not doing boat maintenance jobs, we're doing house maintenance jobs, and this is the latest one for the December of 2022. This is work in progress of replacing a rather unlovely laminate floor we put down about 20 years ago. So putting in some nice porcelain tiles, and we discovered that labour is not available anymore. So when we talked to the tile supplier, they said the earliest they could do a tile fitter would be March time. That was back in October. So we decided instead to have a go ourselves, and YouTube is our friend, but also technology is our friend, and these blue wedges are absolutely amazing to give you a decent flat tiled floor. These spacers replace the old crisscross ones you'd normally have behind tiles, so you can get your two tiles nice and close to each other, and it holds them the right distance apart. And then the wedges just push in. You can have a little tool to do this, but just do it by hand, and they will then level the two sides so that they pull the tiles up on a nice bed of tile cement, so that effectively they're spaced and leveled. And then when you're finished, you just when the cement's gone off, you just kick them off, and they break away. The tiles we're using are Spanish-made porcelain, which are A, quite thick, and B, very hard and quite tricky to cut. So I bought this thing not knowing whether it would be a toy. It looks like a toy. This was £41 from Screwfix, and it's a tile saw, so it has a rotary blade. I upgraded it to a diamond one specifically for this kind of material, and it's a wet blade, so you fill this reservoir here with water and it sprays a lot of muck around, as you can see from around it. But it does a remarkably good job, so I'm really pleased with it. Well, that's the floor completed. So the far side is good to walk on. Actually, you can walk on this even when it's wet with these spacers, but I'm trying not to. So effectively tomorrow can knock all these spacers out. Obviously the wedges you can reuse, the little plastic clips are one use only, and then it'll be a case of grouting between the tiles, and then a bit of paint work and some skirting, and it's done. So this is the final stage, grouting the joints. So to do this we have, I've mixed up some grout, which is a grey colour. Hopefully it's the right consistency. I don't know, I've never done this before. You need a grouting float, which is slightly rubbery, soft, enough to squish the grout into the joints, and then a grouting sponge, which is a normal sponge with just rounded edges so it doesn't drag the grout out, and some water in that bucket there just to clean it off. So apparently what you do is you kind of liberally squirt it across everything, and then get as much off with the float as you can, and then once it's dried a little, carefully wipe it, hopefully not wiping out the grout out of the joints. So we'll see how it goes.
grouting done. We'll have a little bit of kind of grey over the surface of the tiles, just spread out, but that apparently you just polish off with a dry cloth once it's all dried off. So leave that for 24 hours, don't walk on it, and project is done. Well, apart from the skirting and the painting and putting everything back in the room.